PG&E is a $28 billion corporation. Before you go off on some crusade, you might want to remember who it is you're dealing with here.
Wow! $28 billion?
I may not have a law degree, but I've spent 18 months on this case, and I know more about these plaintiffs than you ever will. Don't talk to me like I'm an idiot, okay? There are no holes in my research.
I'm not attacking free speech. People are saying that the result of this trial will threaten free speech. Now, I don't accept that. I've been defending it against someone who wanted to abuse it.
There are no holes in that roof. Therefore, there never were any gas chambers.
But when you take a black man and you put him on death row a year before his trial and exclude black people from serving on his jury, when you base your conviction on the coerced testimony of a white felon and ignore the testimony of 24 law-abiding black witnesses, when any evidence proving his innocence is suppressed and anyone who tries to tell the truth is threatened, this case becomes more than the trial of just a single defendant. It becomes a test of whether we're going to be governed by fear and by anger or by the rule of law.
Deputy Hanson, you were previously an officer in Detroit.
Objection. The deputy's credentials are not in question.
Does that help?
Good legal dramas often turn out to be some of the best films out there.
Mr. Palmer, where exactly are you going with this?
Your Honor, the prosecution maintains that a lack of brake marks is evidence that Mr. Blackwell was deliberately struck. That it's not reasonable to assume Judge Palmer could have hit something substantial, not realized it was a person that was hit, just kept going. Any brake marks in front of that turtle? Yes, no?
No, there are not.
Thank you. That's all I have.
In this video, we count down the top 5 illegal dramas of the 21st century. Runaway Judy revolves around the widow suing a gun manufacturer because her husband was killed in an office massacre involving an easily obtained weapon.
I believe in a world without guns.
That's very sweet, but a little naive.
Gene Hackman portrays the evil jury consultant hired by the gun manufacturers who uses psychology, blackmail, bribery, illegal surveillance techniques, and strong arm tactics to achieve his ends.
Fat women, people. Tight-fisted. Unsympathetic. I want her on my jury. Ladies and gentlemen, let's find 11 more jurors and 3 alternates just like her.
Against him, on the side of good, is Dustin Hoffman as a modestly quiet, clever lawyer who looks out for the little guy, and conman juror John Cusack with an agenda. It is a full-on entertainer that keeps the audience on the edge of the seat right till the very end.
You just ensure that his wife goes to the cemetery in a better car, and that the heel that she snaps on the way to the graveside belongs to a $1,200 shoe. You get your name in the paper, but Jacob Wood and all the other gun violence victims remain rotting in their crypts.
Marshall focuses on the early days of Thurgood Marshall, the historic lawyer who would go on to become the first African-American Supreme Court justice.
Forces of tyranny have mobilized behind the vision of a so-called master race. Here, we're promised equal protection under the law. That promise has not been realized. Not even close.
The movie revolves around the case of Joseph Spell, wrongfully accused of rape by his white employer. Part social commentary and part legal thriller, Marshall is an engaging watch. And with movies like The Five Bloods, Black Panther, 21 Bridges, and Marshall, Chadwick Boseman cements his place as one of the most charismatic African-American actors of the era.
I'm telling you this up front. The NAACP were not like most lawyers. We only represent innocent people, people accused because of their race. That's our mission. You understand?
Matthew McConaughey and Marisa Tomei are no strangers to the legal genre, with A Time to Kill and My Cousin Vinny respectively, but The Lincoln Lawyer is by far the best.
Were you charged with perjury in this incident, DJ?
No, I was not.
Is that because the prosecution was complicit in your confession?
In the movie, Holler is a sleek, charismatic Los Angeles criminal defense attorney who operates out of the back of his Lincoln Continental sedan. Without giving too much away, I gotta mention that this movie has it all. The shady client, the faithful investigator, and the ex-wife who still has a soft spot for Mick. It's not a perfect movie, but it's damn entertaining.
The DA got greedy, tried to pile on 2 unsolved murders, trick up the evidence, make it look like my guy did it.
Tony Gilroy's 2007 thriller Michael Clayton captures the legal world at its core.
You are the senior litigating partner of the largest, most respected law firms in the world. You are a legend.
In this movie, George Clooney essays the role of a fixer at a legal firm after an attorney has a mental breakdown while representing a company that he knows is guilty in a multi-billion-dollar class action suit.
I am Shiva, the god of death.
Every legal film needs a big bad, and here it is embodied by Tilda Swinton, who is at the top of her game. She even won an Oscar for this role. All in all, Michael Clayton is a tightly packed, intelligent thriller of a movie that demands a mature audience.
What if Arthur was onto something?
What do you mean? Onto what?
You North. What if he wasn't crazy? What if he was right?
Before we move on to our top spot, we would like to make two other honorable mentions. In Erin Brockovich, an unemployed single mother becomes a legal assistant and almost single-handedly brings down a California power company accused of polluting a city's water supply. In Just Mercy, world-renowned civil rights defense attorney Brian Stevenson works to free a wrongfully condemned death row prisoner.
I don't know why she's standing by me. She's standing by you because she knows you shouldn't be in here.
Dark Waters is a gripping real-life thriller in which Mark Ruffalo plays a corporate environmental lawyer who takes on the company that dumped toxic chemicals in West Virginia for decades.
DuPont is knowingly poisoning us. There is a man-made chemical. It was invented during the Manhattan Project. It repelled the elements, especially water. So they used it to make the first ever waterproof coating. Then some companies thought, hey, why just a battlefield? Why not bring this chemical into American homes?
Oscillating between poisoned environments, dying animals, and corporate offices, and with an equally restrained performance by Ruffalo, this isn't an over-the-top thriller like some of the others in the list. Instead, it is a cautionary tale on the pitfalls of unchecked capitalism where investor interests trump others' right to live.
It ain't just my cows that was poisoned. What do you think I fed my family on?
Wilbur, please, leave this place.
So I guess that wraps it up. What do you guys think? Did I miss any that you think should be on the list? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Click on the little bell icon to be notified whenever a new one comes out. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. I'll see you guys next time.